Hello children, welcome back to the grammar class. This week I have come to you with yet another interesting topic in the lesson number 3, and the name of the topic is statements and questions. So let's get started. So children, after learning this session, you will be able to read simple English. You will be able to recall the contents of the last session, and you'll be able to gain more practice in using capital letters and full stop. And you will identify the difference between statement and question, which will surely improve your observation skill. All right. So now it is question time. Children, do you remember the last lesson which we learned? What was the topic? It was based on sentence. It was based on sentence, isn't it? Yes. Now I am going to ask you 2 questions. Here comes the first question. Tell me, what is a sentence? What is a sentence? A sentence, come on, a sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. Yes, very good. So, sentence is a group of words that make a complete sense. Very good. Now, second question. What should be there in the beginning and at the end of a sentence? What should be there? The sentence always begin with a capital letter, and at the end full stop must be there. Yes, very good. So children, shall we begin our third lesson? Statements and questions. For that, I want you all to look at the board. Now I am going to write a sentence here. My name is Mary. My name is Mary. Please read this. Okay, tell me, what did you feel after reading this sentence? What did you feel? Is it a very complicated sentence? No, it's a very simple sentence, very easy to understand. And not only that, this sentence is telling you something. It is telling you something. It is telling a person's name. So this is a simple sentence and it is telling you something, isn't it? Now the second step, just see whether it started with the capital letter. See, M is in capital, yes, and at the end full stop. Yes, it is also there. So this is a simple sentence that tells you something, and it started with a capital letter and ended in a full stop. So these kinds of sentences are known as statements. Okay? The sentence that tells you something, it will be very simple and it will always start with a capital letter and then it will end in a full stop. Okay, now I am going to write another one. Tell me children, if you want to know the name of a person, how will you ask? What is your name? Yes. Now take a look. I am going to write that here. What is your name? Now read this. What is your name? What did you feel after reading this one? This is also very simple, but it is asking you something. It is not telling you something. It is asking you something. It want to get some answer. Want to find some answer. Isn't it? What is your name? The sentence is asking you something. The second step started with a capital. See, you can see that. It started with a capital letter but ended in a question mark, not a full stop. There is a question mark. So what is this? A sentence that asks you something and it will start with a capital letter but it will end in a question mark. These kinds of sentences are known as questions. Okay? Did you get me? Alright. So, shall we do one more so that it will be more clear for you? Alright. Alright, I am going to write another sentence. Where are you going? Where are you going? This sentence is also asking you something. It wants to get some information. It wants to find some answer. It is also asking you something. And it started with a capital letter, ended in the question mark. So that is a question. Children, I can tell you one more clue to find out whether it is a question or statement. What is that? The questions will always have a keyword like this, WH question. In the beginning of that sentence, you can see the WH questions like where, then what, 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 then who, whose, all those words may come in the beginning. You can find do, does or did also sometimes. Okay. So this is a question because it is asking you something. Now I am going to write another one. Now can you please read this? I am going to the market. I am going to the market. Very simple, isn't it? Very simple sentence. Started with capital letter and ended in a full stop. It is telling you something. It is giving you some information, isn't it? So that is called a, what kind of sentence is this? That is called a statement. Alright. So the sentence which asks you something is a question and the sentence that tells you something is a statement. Okay? Did you get me? Yes. Now, let's see the definition of the statement. Can you please read this? What is a statement? And the answer is, a statement is a simple sentence that tells you something. It always starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Very easy, isn't it? Once again, I'll repeat. What is a statement? A statement is a simple sentence that tells you something. It always starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Here are the two examples given. The first one, stars shine at night. Yes, started with a capital letter, ended in the full stop, and it is a simple sentence and it is telling you something, isn't it? Yes. The second one, mother cooks food for us. Wow, very tasty sentence, isn't it? Mother cooks food for us. Simple sentence and it started with a capital letter and it ended in a full stop. So these are the two examples of statements. Now we are going on to the next slide and now you can see what is a question. What is a question? A sentence that asks something is called a question. A sentence that asks something is called a question. It always starts with a capital letter and ends with a question mark. And what was the clue I gave you? You can check whether there is WH question in the beginning. You can see do, does or did sometimes. Now let's see the examples. The first one, where do you live? Where do you live? It is asking you something to get the information, isn't it? Yes. Second one, do you have a pencil? Do you have a pencil? Yes, that's also asking you something. So these are the examples of questions. Now we are going on to the next slide, and I want you all to take your book. Open your book and take your pencil. Now we are going to identify the statements and questions from these 4 sentences. I have given you 4 sentences below. You will have to read that nicely and decide which one is the question and which one is the statement. Alright, the first one I am going to read for you. What you have to do is, please write question number 1. Just write the number 1. And when I read the sentence, if you feel that it is a question, then you can put a question mark against number 1. And if you feel that it is a statement, what you have to do? You have to put the full stop near the number. So, number 1. Children, are you all ready? I am going to read. Here we go. How old are you? How old are you? It is asking you something. The sentence is asking you something. Yes, it started with a capital letter, and for the question, what should come at the end? Yes, question mark must come at the end of a question. So please write 1, and near 1 you can put a question mark. Please do it, children. Alright, now second one. The sun gives us light. The sun gives us light. Very simple sentence, isn't it? Yes, it is telling you something. The sun gives us light. It started with the capital, and at the end what should come there? It's a simple sentence and it is telling you something. It is telling you something. So what should come? Full stop, because it is a statement. Yes. Now we are going on to the third one, and the sentence is, Tommy is a small boy. Tommy is a small boy. This sentence is also telling you something. It is not asking you anything. It's just telling you, giving you an information. So there also what you have to put at the end? Full stop. So against the number 3, you have to put a full stop. Good. Now fourth one. Ready? Please write number 4. Yes. Here we go. What is the name of your school? What is the name of your school? Yes, that's a question. It is asking you the name of your school. So what should come at the end? Question mark. So for the fourth question, you have to put the question mark at the end. So you want to see the answers? Here are the answers. First one, how old are you is a question. So you can see a question mark at the end. Second one, the sun gives us light is a statement. So you can see a full stop. Third one, Tommy is a small boy. That is also a statement. You can see the full stop at the end. Fourth one, what is the name of your school? There we should put the question mark because it is a question. Very well. Now The next slide, you can see the worksheet. And what is written there? Put a full stop for the statement and question mark for the questions. For doing this, you have to read the definition very well, think nicely, and then you have to write the answer. So the first one, when will you come to my house? Read nicely and then decide whether it is a statement or a question. Second one, Reena is riding a bicycle. Third one, what is kept on the table? And fourth one, she sings a song. So you have to write the answers properly. So study well what statement and what question is, and then you have to write this worksheet properly. Now we are going on to the assignment. What is written over there? Write the answers of the following thrice in your rough book. Thrice, 3 times in your rough book. And what is the question? First one, what is a statement? What is a statement? I have already given you and told you what a statement is. And you have to write and study. I know that you know what a statement is, but still it is very important that you should write and study the spelling very well. So you should write and study 3 times in your rough book. Now the second one, what is a question? That also you should write and study 3 times in your rough book. Okay children, I think the topic is very clear to you, but still if you have any doubt, what you should do? You should watch the video 2-3 times more and clear the doubt. Still, if you are having the doubt, again, what you should do? You can clear your doubts in the live chat with me. Okay? Until next week then, bye-bye and take care. Thank you.